warriors. How are you today, work-life warriors? Share with me how you feeling. Where do you live? It's 11:56, so I'm just giving people time to come in because we're supposed to start at 12. So I'm just giving people time to come in. Where are you located? Share in the chats where you're located. Also, share how do you feel today? How are you feeling? I feel excited today. I have so much beautiful things going on, so I feel really excited today. How are you feeling? Share in the comments how you are feeling today. And we got about 3 more minutes and then we'll start. How is your work week going? Everything's okay on the work front, on the home front. How are your stress levels? Do you feel stressed out? Do you feel relaxed? How are your stress levels? In midweek, today's Wednesday, we have 2 more days of our official work week. How are you feeling? Do you feel renewed, like you can make it through the next 2 days? Do you feel burnt out already? How are you feeling? Share in the chat how you're feeling today. And in about 2-3 minutes, we'll start talking about stress and the stress management topic of Wednesdays, which is breathing for the most part. I'll always do a breathing session on Wednesdays at noon for the wellness work day, wellness work break. I'll try to do breathing most of the time, but I do have some other work break activities that I'll occasionally do. But for the most part, I know breathing seems so small. It's something that we just automatically do. So we don't think that breathing is a huge factor in stress management. In fact, it is. And so that's why I dedicated to making Wednesdays specifically about breathing because it's so important to managing your stress. And so today we're just going to talk about some deep breathing, how it relates to stress, how you can use deep breathing techniques to kind of manage your stress. And so we're going to wait about 1 more minute to let people come in. How are you feeling? Are you ready to learn about stress and how it relates to your breathing? Share in the comments how you're feeling today. Are you stressed? And just give it about 1 more minute and I'll start at the top of the hour. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, just waiting. I guess I'll take this moment to smile. That's another one of the stress management techniques, to smile when you're feeling stressed or when you have some time, just incorporate a smile. It changes your mood. It activates mirror neurons. So you seeing me smile should make you smile. All right. So it is noon and I am going to get started because I like to try to keep it within the 15 minutes of a work break or a lunch break. So I am Ebony Davenport. I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fund management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we could be happier, healthier, and well-balanced. I use over 50 tips, tools, and techniques to manage stress. And today we're going to talk about the king of stress management, which is breathing. And I mentioned that we do this every Wednesday because breathing is so foundational to stress management. And so, normally on Wednesdays, our wellness work break will be breathing. Breathing is a necessity of life that most people take for granted. It is something that we do without even thinking about it. Yeah, it is so vital to our life. It's so vital to our existence. And we kind of take it for granted. We kind of don't think about it. And the way that your breathing, ties into stress is the feeling of out of control instead of feeling inner peace. And when we are stressed, our breathing is the first thing that's impacted. Our breathing rhythm changes under distress. And so poor breathing habits diminish the flow of these gases to and fro from your body, making it harder for you to cope with stressful situations. So, if you're not breathing well, all of the gas in your body cannot. Release, and so it creates gases in your body and make it harder for you to cope with the stress that you're under. So improper breathing contributes to anxiety, panic attacks, depression, muscle tension, headaches, and fatigue. If an insignificant amount of air reaches your lungs, your blood is not properly oxygenated. Your heart rate and muscle tension increases, and your stress response is turned on. An anxious person usually takes shallow, deep breaths, moving the air in and out their lungs via their shoulders rather their diaphragm. This type of breathing throws off your body's gas equilibrium, what we was just talking about, and it doesn't allow for the gases to move the way they need and release. And so you get a clog. Shallow overbreathing or hyperventilating can amplify anxiety symptoms by pushing the physical symptoms, by making them worsen, by worsening the physical symptoms. Some of these sensations can be alleviated through deep breathing. So for the most part, I believe all of them, but science say most of them. So we're going to go with most of them. I just know under extreme stress, think about one of the most extreme situations, which is giving birth. One of the things that they teach people who are giving birth are deep breathing techniques. So if it can help a person deliver a baby, I think it can alleviate so many of your other stressors in the workplace. So learning to be aware of your breathing by practicing slowing and normalizing your breath, your mind will become quiet, your body will relax, everything around you will feel still. Breathing awareness and good breathing habits will enhance your physiological and physical well-being. So whether you practice them alone or in a group or with your family or friends or at work or with other techniques like meditation, yoga, reading, it is so beneficial. You can do when you walk, you could do breathing techniques when you're sitting at your desk, when you're in a meeting, when you're in traffic, all of your most stressful situations, you can pair it with deep breathing to relax. So when you inhale, the air is drawn in through your nose. Hopefully, if you're breathing through your nose, some people do not breathe through their nose, they breathe through their mouth, which is not really correct breathing because you want it to come through your nose. You have nose hair to filter the air that you're breathing, and once you breathe through your nose, it warms your air to body temperature. It partially cleanses the air, right? So if you're not breathing right, you have a lot of air that is damaging clogged in you that you're not releasing, right? And it's partially clean, but it's not fully clean. So your diaphragm, a sheet-like muscle between the lung and the abdomen, facilitates your breathing by expanding and contracting when you breathe in and out. When you breathe air, you obtain oxygen and release carbon dioxide. We know that, right? So when we breathe, there's two types of breathing. Most of us breathe because we're trying to suck it in and we're trying to look a certain way. We breathe with our chest, or thoracic breathing, which is also associated with anxiety and emotional distress. Is when we breathe, our shoulders go up and down. It's also common to people who are restricted, who wear restricted clothing or lead sedentary lives or stressful lives. Chest breathing is shallow and often irregular and rapid. So you don't want to breathe like this. You don't want shallow, irregular breaths. You want to practice abdominal or abdominal breathing. So the diaphragm again is, what separates your lung and your abdomen. And abdominal breathing is how we naturally breathe. If you look at a baby in the crib, you see that when you lay them down, their stomach naturally rises in and out as they breathe. And the air is inhaled deep into our lungs and exhaled as the diaphragm contracts and expands. So our breathing is even and non-constricting. The respiratory system can do its job of producing more oxygen and removing waste products. So let's just take a poll on how you're breathing. Just sit in your chair and just do some breathing and see how you feel. Just see when you're breathing if you feel your shoulders go up and down, or if you feel your stomach go in and out. When I first started researching stress management, I definitely breathed with my chest going in and out. I wasn't getting enough air to my lungs, not enough oxygen in my body. I wasn't removing enough of the waste products. And once I started to practice deep breathing, it just changed the game for me. So now I try to focus on breathing through my diaphragm or diaphragm breathing. I did it, 1 minute a day, then 5 minutes a day, and then 10 minutes a day to eventually now I breathe that way. So you can change from moving from your chest, from breathing, chest breathing to abdominal breathing just by practice. So please put in the chat, how are you breathing? Is it chest breathing or abdominal breathing? By increasing awareness of our own breathing patterns and shifting to more abdominal breathing, we can reduce the muscle tension and anxiety present with stress and symptoms, the stress symptoms in our thoughts, right? Because our thoughts can produce stress depending on what the thoughts are. So, uh, breathing deep in your diaphragm is the easy way of eliciting the relaxation response. Most stress comes from thinking about the past or worrying about the future. When you are in the present moment, which is considered mindfulness, when you are in the present moment, all of your attention is in the present moment. You're focusing on your deep breathing. There isn't any other room for anything else to enter. So that is why it is a great tool for stress management. It helps to erase everything in your brain, and then it also helps your body to relax. So breathing is king of stress management. So what we're going to do is just 5 small exercises so that we can get everybody out here in time, and so that everybody can feel relaxed and renewed and can go back to work and be productive and engaged and enjoy what they're doing, right? So the first exercise is we're going to sit up straight in our chair. We want to plant our feet on the ground, and we're just going to listen to our breathing. We're going to focus on listening to our breaths for just a minute to see if our breathing is robust or shallow. And I know it doesn't seem important, but it is, because the air that you inhale that comes into your body fuels so many different systems. And so you want to take in as much air as you can. So if you're breathing in shadow, you are compromising your body in so many ways, even your mind. You're compromising your brain in so many ways. So let's just sit here for 1 minute and just see, is our breathing robust or shallow? And then once you notice how you're breathing, if it's abdominal breathing or chest breathing, and you notice if it's shallow breathing or robust, write it in the chat. Share with us what you noticed while you were listening or focusing on your breathing. All right. Just share with us in the chat. Our second exercise that we're going to do today is we're going to inhale and exhale naturally. There's no need to like rush or force the air in and out. We're going to take some deep breaths and we're going to take as much air in as we possibly can without strain. And when we inhale, we're going to let our shoulders rise naturally when we breathe. And exhale, when we exhale, we're going to let our shoulders relax without breathing, right? And we're going to do that for a couple of times. I'll try it first, and then you just jump in whenever you're ready. Remember to take in your breath through your nose, your nostrils, and out through your mouth. Two more. In through your nose, shoulders up. Last one, really get into it. Get a really, really deep breath in. Good, natural breathing. So the next exercise we're going to do is we're going to sit straight up in our chair. We're going to plant our feet. We're going to inhale and feel the breath go deep into our abdomen. We're going to feel it move through each part of our body, through our nostrils, down our throat, into our esophagus, into our lungs. I'm not sure if it goes there, but into our abdominal, and we're going to feel the air moving through our body. We're going to ignite our senses. We're going to once we do that, we're going to ignite our senses. We're going to we're going to talk about what we taste or think about what we taste, hear, smell, feel, what we're thinking in the moment, what's around us in the moment. And then we're going to just exhale naturally. We're going to do that 1 or 2 times. Okay, so just plant your feet and sit straight up and make sure that you can kind of close your eyes because it helps better. You can close your eyes and feel the air going through your body. And then once it reaches your abdomen, what do you smell, taste, hear, feel? What are you thinking before you exhale? Ready? One more time. For some reason, I'm getting coconut. So the other exercise we're going to do today is a little bit of nostril breathing. So we're going to sit straight up in our chair. We're going to plant our feet. We're going to cover our left nostril and breathe through the right for 10 seconds. And then we're going to alternate. And we're going to do it maybe about 3 or 4 times. And then we'll do our final exercise and move on. So I'll do it first, or you can join in with me and we'll just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mm-hmm. 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 Last time. Take a deep breath. Side out. So our fifth and final one is a relaxation tension technique. So we're going to breathe in relaxation and we're going to breathe out tension. So sit comfortably in our chair, plant your feet, taking a deep breath deep into your abdomen, and say to yourself, as you're breathe in relaxation. Pause for a second, just kind of scan your body, scan your mind, scan the environment, see what sensations are coming up for you. And when you exhale, you breathe out um, tension. And then just kind of do a body check and see how you're feeling. We're going to do it 2 times and then I'll go ahead and let you go. So go ahead and take a deep breath. We're breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension on three. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in through your nose. One last time. Breathe in through your nose in relaxation. Pause. Breathe out tension on 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. Okay, natural breathing. How do you feel? How do you feel after taking 10 minutes to focus on your breathing? How do you feel? Do you feel more renewed? Do you feel more in tune? Do you feel engaged? Do you feel like you're ready to go back to work? Do you feel centered? Please share with me. How do you feel in the chat? I will be here, every Wednesday doing some deep breathing activities. And one of the great things about using breathing to reduce stress is that you can, again, practice it anywhere at any time. There are so many ways to incorporate the benefits of breathing into your most stressful moments that it's so beneficial. That's why I call it the king of stress management. So that's why on Wednesdays, I want to always give you a 10-minute deep breathing session. So join me every Wednesday at noon. We'll talk a little bit about stress management and breathing, and then we'll do some deep breathing exercises. I also do lives on Mondays, giving you a stress management solution for the week to focus on. And on Fridays, I do a Fun Funny Friday at noon. And normally we do laughter yoga. So please share with me if this is helping and how do you feel after you practice breathing. And I will see you in the next video, which is Friday. We'll do some laughter yoga and relieve some stress. And so, although I have over 50 tools, tips, and techniques that I use to manage stress, each week I will cover breathing, laughter yoga, and whatever the topic of the week is. So feel free to check out my websites. I have stress management fun shops going on. I also have some laughter yoga fun shops going on. I have grown-ups gone wild going on, just to kind of manage your stress and make it a part of your daily process of living. Along with living produces some stress, so you must manage your stress side by side. So I hope that helps, work life warriors. I will see you on Friday. Enjoy your day. Hump day.